Hello once again, everybody. On the grounds of Farm Science Review, we are in the Central State University building, visiting now with Camille Johnson-Glenn. And Camille is involved with recruiting students to Central State. You know, I am really surprised to find out that there are some scholarships that are basically free as long as that student wants to get involved in agriculture.
Yes, so currently right now we have what is called the USDA Scholarship for students who wants to major in ag-related programs. So that's agriculture education, sustainable ag. And so what the USDA Scholarship is for, to help fund those students' tuition, education, and students are able to gain up to a free ride if they apply for the agriculture education program or sustainable ag, and just to give them some type of funding to help for their schooling if they decide to major in those majors through the USDA scholarship.
And we were talking earlier, and Camille said that most of the students have some form of a scholarship.
Yes. I can speak on our agriculture education students. Like most of our students is on some form of scholarship. Me and my director, who is John Henry, always laugh and say we have more scholarships than students because this is a newer program. We've been around roughly around 3 years, and so we're still in the beginning stages of building this program and recruiting students for it. So we have a variety of scholarships for students who want to major in agriculture education.
Well, Central State has become an 1890 land grant institution, and that has sort of fueled the fire, so to speak.
Yes, absolutely. Since becoming an 1890 land grant, that is putting Central State like in the forefront of the 1890 land grant academics or the research programs that we have at Central State. So it's an exciting time for us. And so absolutely, we love that we are now an 1890 land grant. It gives us the opportunity to do more research and have more extension program base at our university.
Now, Camille, your responsibilities, are they primarily in Ohio, or do you get outside of Ohio?
Well, Ohio is our focus around Central State bases when it comes to recruitment. However, we are recruiting towards, I say, ag-related cities. So I know for me, I always say last year, but it's year before. Prior to COVID, we recruit at one school that's in Chicago that is ag-related. Any schools that's like ag-related base, we tend, whether it's in Ohio or outside of Ohio, we try to recruit those students who want to major in agriculture or agriculture-related programs.
Okay, and then as far as Ohio, I suppose you do a lot of traveling.
I do. I do a lot of traveling in rural and inner city schools. So Cincinnati, Columbus, even in the Cleveland area. Ohio is our main focus. And then we also have the rural areas like Lima, Ohio, and the surroundings area of the Dayton community. So yes, I am everywhere, which is a joy when I'm recruiting because I love the fact that I'm able to share the information about the agriculture education program. I'm also an alum, so it's another part of me that love to share the information pertaining to Central State University, how this institution changed my life, and I want to give those students the same experience and resource that I gained to be a great student and the resources that Central State University given to me, and give those resources to the students once they graduate as well.
One of the things I've noticed is not only throughout the United States have you drawn professors and learned persons to teach classes, but also you have international teachers.
Yes, we do. That's one thing that I love about Central State University when it comes to like the staff standpoint and the professors is that we're so like diverse, and I feel like students are able to learn so much from a diverse culture when it comes to the staff, when it comes to the professors, when it comes to the people that work at the institution. That is something, being on the administrative side, that I have noticed is that, wow, like our staffs are really diverse. We come from different backgrounds, and that is giving the students the opportunity to learn a variety of cultures that's at our institution.
And another one of the nice things, there are not 500 or 600 students in a classroom.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I love to kind of express when I am recruiting is that we are a smaller institution. That's something as a student for me that I loved about Central State University is that you get that more personal one-on-one connections with your professors and with your peers. I always tell a story my freshman year. Your classes are no more than like 25 students, and depending on your major, your class sizes can be smaller than that. I know for agriculture education, it probably will be around 10 students in a class. And so I always tell this story. I remember my freshman year when, too much freedom, and I wasn't showing up to class, and my professor knocked on my door asking when you're going to come back to class. And that's when I knew that, wow, these professors here truly care about your college experience, and they're really trying to give you the resources that you need to not only excel throughout your college experience, but to excel outside of your college experience.
Now, how many years have you been recruiting?
I've been recruiting in this position for 2 years, but prior to this position, I worked in admissions for 3 years. So that's a total of 5.
Okay. Have you noticed as the years go on then that there seems to be more interest? Is the word getting out more about the agricultural part of Central State?
Yeah, I definitely have noticed in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years since we became an 1890 land-grant institution that the word is getting out more about our 1890 land-grant academic programs, research, or extension initiatives that we have. So it is very, I would say, amazing to see people now coming to find out what do we have to offer as a 1890 land-grant institution.
For a student, especially with some of those smaller classes, the fact that those students actually get to do some of the research, and it's basically hands-on, and in some institutions it takes maybe being a graduate student before you can do that.
Yeah, so for my understanding, I have a couple students in my program that are working what we call like our research job opportunities on campus, and so they was just mentioning how they're able to work those research jobs, get published, and that's something that they're able to, like the experience overall, that they probably would not have been able to get that experience if they was a undergrad student at another college. So that is something that I'm glad that Central State has to offer for our students, is that we're able to give them like the research job initiative, and they're able to get that experience.
Do we have any kind of deadlines coming up that students need to be aware of, or potential students need to be aware of?
Are you talking about like admissions or, yeah?
Someone interested either in admission or somebody.
Yeah, so typically our deadlines for our applications, you can go on centralstate.edu to apply. Typically for our application deadlines, I know when I was working in admissions, I don't know if things have changed now, but I know for the spring it's typically December, and then for if you want to come in the fall, it's typically July 1st.
Okay, very good. Now, if folks would like to get more, now either students watching or parents that have their children that might be interested in coming to Central State, what's the best way for them to find out more information about that?
Yeah, absolutely. To go to our website, we have a variety of information on our website, and that's centralstate.edu. If you would like to know more information about our agriculture program, our ag ed education program, definitely go to centralstate.edu/teachag, and that's where all of our information about our scholarships, our pathways are listed on our website.
Camille Johnson-Glenn has been our guest. Camille, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And stay with us, back with more right after this.